Hi, I'm El-Deane with NAB booth 2017, and I'm sitting here with Amy Koppmann.
Yes.
We're here to talk about our Alpha system of cameras.
Yes, and we are so excited about our Alpha system because we have recently just become the #2 manufacturer of full-frame cameras in the industry, correct?
Incredible, incredible. And that's really based on two main cameras, or actually a system of cameras, our A7 series. You know, specifically the A7S Mark II, as a lot of filmmakers love to use that camera, the A7R Mark II, which is the high-resolution camera that also does great video. And you know, obviously the rest of the lineup of A7 cameras, A7, A7R, A7S, and then the Mark II of each version. So,
yes, so we have
really
6 full-frame cameras, kind of a little bit of something for everybody, correct?
Right. Absolutely, and not only that, a full complement of lenses. So what we have is an entire complement of E-mount lenses, which are phenomenal for both videos and stills because they have completely silent autofocus and completely silent aperture control. We also launched in the last year, how many G-Master lenses?
Oh, we have now, well actually as of last week, we now have 4 G-Master lenses in the lineup.
It's not 6?
No.
4 G-Master lenses.
Yes, we have 4 G-Master lenses, and what's really exciting about the E-mount system, which we're talking about here with the A7, and we have a little surprise to talk about in a second here, is that this system has only been around for about 6 years, but we've gained so much traction.
Absolutely.
And the beautiful thing is all of these lenses, because they've been designed in the past 6 years, as you kind of hinted at, are designed for both video and stills.
Absolutely.
And they're designed for today's technology. They're not designed for technology from years ago.
Well, not only that, they're designed for future technology. So as Sony is the largest manufacturer of sensors in the world, they're manufacturing sensors, everything from a cell phone to point-and-shoots to full-frame sensors. For our company as well as other manufacturers, this really gives us an advantage in terms of we know what is coming down the line. So we can actually manufacture lenses for future sensors that haven't even been produced yet or not even in the market yet.
And that was one of the focus points of our G-Master series of lenses, which,
Absolutely.
like I said, we're up to 4 of those now. And
let me challenge you on those 4, because it's a 2470,
yes,
8514,
yes,
72-200.
yes.
Okay, now the 4th one would be the 100 F.
Good
you forgot
point.
that
Yes.
one, right?
Oh my gosh, how
So
did I
there's
forget that one?
100 f2.8 or T56 STF lens, a smooth transfocus.
Yeah.
And now obviously a new one which we're about to introduce.
Yes, actually, you know what? Let's not keep the suspense. How about this brand new lens here? This is the brand new G-Master 100 to 400.
Oh, I'm dying to use this.
So am I.
Yep.
You know, I mean, the size, #1 for a 100 to 400 is just absolutely incredible.
And extremely light.
Exactly, exactly. It's, you know, my 24 to 70 weighs almost what this
Right,
does.
Exactly.
So
being 100 to 400, it has a number of unique features. The primary feature on this lens, besides being a G-Master and obviously having the G-Master quality, is it also has, it's a 4.5 to 5.6, which doesn't really matter when you're talking about super telephoto lenses, especially when you pair it up with very high sensitivity sensors on the Alpha mount system of cameras. But it has 2 electronic focusing motor systems, not 2 motors, but 2 electronic focusing motor systems. The first is the dual linear focus system that controls the front elements of the focus system, and then it has what we call the DDSSM, which is the direct drive supersonic wave motor, and that drives the heavy set of focusing lenses in the middle of the camera, in the middle of the lens. So that enables us to not only track focus extremely fast, but also extremely accurately, as well as extremely quietly. So it's extremely quiet for focus tracking, and that's very important. Let's say, for instance, you're shooting stills at the Masters, and you want to shoot a golf swing. This camera will shoot very silently, not only the camera, which we'll get to, but also the lens. Think about that for video. There's no more noise that's going to come out of the lens for your video shooting.
exactly. Now you kind of gave away my big thing here. I mean, we're showing this lens, and obviously the lens is absolutely amazing. But you mentioned camera, and we kind of hinted at that earlier, because we are not only showing this brand new lens on an Alpha camera, but we are showing this lens on the brand new A9 camera, which we announced just less than a week ago.
Less than a week ago.
At this point. And you mentioned totally silent, and that's one of the big benefits of this camera. It has a brand new image sensor.
So let's talk about that for a second. Brand new image sensor. This is the world's first full frame image sensor that has no line skipping, no pixel binning. So it basically measures the entire width of the sensor for video capture, 6K over samples to a 4K image, which is really great. It's also the world's first stacked CMOS sensor, full frame stacked CMOS sensor.
Yep.
And that means that it's got a DRAM chip or DRAM integrated memory into the CMOS sensor. This allows for extremely fast, high-speed processing. Not only that, it also goes to the Beyond's X processor with an LSI prior to the Beyond's processor, and that's for buffering. And that's very important because of the high speed of this camera. So the world's first stacked sensor. Now, what does that actually give us when we actually shoot it?
Well, it gives you a wealth of features, but probably the most noticeable is also probably the least noticeable as well. This camera has the ability to shoot 20 frames per second completely silent. Not with just a little bit of noise or not just a whisper. It is absolutely 100% completely silent. So I am taking pictures right now. I am filling my buffer.
It's 20 frames a second, and we're probably hitting over 200, close to 300.
You may be able to see the little blue squares in the corner of the frame blinking. That is telling me that I'm shooting right now. Now, it's almost a little unnerving that, you know, I'm taking thousands and thousands of pictures right here. But you can actually go ahead and turn on a shutter sound. So if you need that sound, you can. But otherwise, you know, you've got the ability to shoot completely silent. And there's so much more we can talk about with this camera, but we have to round it up right now. We've used up, oh my gosh, we could go on all day.
So here's the main thing. Come and check out if you're at NAB, come and check out obviously our full line of lenses and lenses and cameras. Make sure you check out the new 100 to 400. Also, make sure that you have a look at the R9. This is an incredible camera. And for more information on any of these products, make sure that you go to www.alphauniverse.com.
Exactly. So I'm Amy Koppmann.
I'm El-Deane.
Thank you.
For joining us.